Hello, guys. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Long time no see, you guys. Long time. I'm starting to get back into the groove of things again. So, this is a good time, a full moon time. Oh my goodness, it's been a long time. Give you a little quick update of those who that are on my channel. Not too many of you. My daughter got off to college. She unfortunately has a heart condition now, and we've been taking care of that. So I've been away taking care of that. We had, unfortunately, her rabbit passed, which was her baby. So a lot of things happening in the month of August. And I bet there is a lot of things happening with you guys because of all the retrogrades and everything that's going on with the planets. So this full moon, you're like, oh yes, finally. No, not till the probably the 3rd of September. Things are going to start changing. All right. And the reason being is I got a fly buzzing around here. Is there's retrogrades happening, and things are going direct. So things are just sort of happening in that way. So I'll share that with you with this full moon reading. This is a general reading. I am a intuitive. We do this by Divine's grace and what his messages. And then also too, I'm a create your future healing tarot reader. I am not a predictive tarot reader. I will help you get through your whatever it is that you're going through with Divine's help, spiritual help, ancestors, and everybody on the other side. And that's what my tarot is about. So just getting started. So let's talk about the full moon. Today's August 30th. It is a full moon day, 7 o'clock on Pacific time. I'm in Oregon in the United States, so that's when it happened for us. There is also a bunch of things that are happening with the planets that I'm going to go through with that. Before I go into the reading, really quickly, I'm not going to go through a bunch of stuff. You guys are here for the reading, so I'm not going to go through a whole bunch of stuff. But if things are happening with you and this month's been challenging, this is why. Okay. So this is sort of a month of in between. So things that are unsettled, things that are a challenge, things that are like miscommunication or relationships or, fighting or whatever it is that you're having a problem with this month, just hold on. It's going to get better in September. And I'll tell you why. All right. So we have a bunch of things happening today. We have the moon conjuncting with Saturn, which is a really good thing because Saturn is about structure and organization and keeping the rules and things like that. So that's what keeps us sort of on track on some things. But then we've got the moon opposing the the sun, and it's in Pisces. So Pisces, we're in Pisces. So what's happening with that? There's a lot of complications this month for everybody, or a lot of people. Okay, there's a lot of things going on. Problem is Uranus is stationary. So stationary meaning that it is slow, it is more powerful, it has got a lot of things going on there. Jupiter's quintile with Saturn. What does that mean? Who cares, right? No, we do care because um, it's a big regulator for us. It's about manifestation. So when you have Uranus stationary and you have Jupiter with Saturn, quintile with Saturn, then you're actually having some problems either manifesting, not sure how to manifest it. And there's readers out there that do teach manifesting. I'm a transitional coach. I can teach you how to change your mindset into a better lifestyle. However, there's coaches out there. I would really strongly suggest if you aren't manifesting what you want in life, to learn how to do that and also to meditate. What is meditate? Meditate is basically praying or just going into a quiet place, thinking, keeping your mind empty and open to what is going to come in through your crown chakra, through your eye chakra, through all those kind of things. So this is a struggled month, you guys. This is a real struggled month for a lot of us. Why? Because Venus is in retrograde and is creating a big havoc. When you got Saturn, who's all about structure, and then you've got Venus messing us up with the retrograde, then we've got Mercury in there with a couple of planets. We are having a lot of problems. Now, we're in the full moon energy. What does that mean for the September? That means we have a chance for a lot of opportunities to fix things. It's not going to happen this month. It's probably going to happen in September after the 3rd. Well, why is that, bad? Well, it's because Venus is going back to direct. So if you start seeing things turn around on the 3rd, um, and future of that, that is probably because of that. And here's the other thing too, is with the full moon, you have really strong energies 3 days before and 3 days after. And so that means that those energies are dissipating and allowing the other planets to move in the way that they need to. Okay. So hang in there. So if you're anticipating something, just hang on because it's just not happening quite yet. All right. We also have Jupiter on the 4th going into retrograde. And it's going to retrograde in, I think, Taurus, I think, is what it's going to retrograde in. But it does bring a lot of optimism. It does bring a lot of chances for if somebody's how do I no, I'm not going there. So if somebody's having a problem with their relationship, I'm going to put it politely because I don't know anybody out there, but if somebody's having a problem with relationship and loyalty, this is a time after the 1st that the communication and everything is going to start to happen after that. Hey, no, sorry, I have a new Frenchie, and she loves leather, and of course I'm in my leather shop. That's what I do. That's where I work. You know, so she loves to eat my leather, and it's not good for dogs, really. So let's get started on again, this is a general reading. If you want a private reading, I do private readings, but again, this is about creating your future and healing whatever you need to heal from. I do have a lot of videos because I am a transitional coach on, I have a series on sexual abuse, how to survive, heal, and manage it, because you have to live with it anyway. And also things on relationships, communication, things like that here on Divine Warrior Intuitive, or my other secular channel is Get Balanced 2020. So I'm sort of moving away from Get Balanced 2020 because I'm more spiritual anyway. I don't know how to help secular because I'm spiritual. So I've always been, I have gifts and abilities. That's why I'm an empath, I guess. I don't know. That's what they call me. Anyway, so let's get started. So for those of you that are brand new to my page, welcome. My page. I've been working on my website for my business, so sorry about that. I do 3 oracles, and what we're going to pick the oracles. One is for the divine, what he wants the message, or the people on the other side. I say divine. On the other side, he gets the first and foremost. Just know that the tarot cards are the resource. Divine is the source. Your higher power is your source. These are just a resource. These are a communication tool. That is it. Okay. And whatever you do with the tool, that could be destructive or constructive. I believe in not predicting because your energies can change just like that. And it depends on your thought and your mind process and how you do it. And that's why I teach mind transformation, because wherever you can manifest whatever you want. I've done it many, many a time. But the thing is, you have to have that power and know that you have that power within you. So it depends on you. So, okay. So the Divines card today, guys, on the other side of and I do numerology too. So I mix all of it together. This is just the intuitive side of me. So Divine is trying to tell you, whether it's your ancestors or the universe or whatever you believe in, the other side is trying to tell you to take a deep breath. And I'm telling you to take a deep breath because this full moon, the whole month of August, has been a KGBBB month. Let me tell you, I have had the worst month, had so many things happen. And I'm like, okay, just breathe. It'll be over. It'll be over because this too shall pass. All right. It's the number 7. Okay. This is about moving forward. This is about finding out your progress, your success, where you want to go, what you want to do. Okay. So divine and the other side is saying, take a deep breath. Let me tell you, there are ways to breathe. And if you want, make a comment, hey, show us how to breathe. Because if you learn how to breathe, you can actually open your chakras up. I'm getting goosebumps for somebody. When you learn how to breathe, you can open up your chakras and you can literally feel, hear, see whatever the other side is trying to tell you. Okay, whatever divine is trying to show you. This is a month of in between, guys. You're in between. So just know that it's going to end up being over in September. However, it's going to be up to you on your mindset. Okay. So take a deep breath, relax, find a safe place, find a quiet place, wherever you need to go, just to relax. Okay. The raven is our current energy, our full moon energy. It is the number 10. Um, the one thing about this card that I agree, but I don't agree with, okay, the number 10 is about finishing something and starting something. It will start, but it will finish quickly. So this is a time where I said we're going to try to make it fix it, but we're not going to fix it quite yet. However, it's coming to an end. Okay, so when it's coming to an end, then something else has to come in its place. The raven, if you guys don't know about the raven, you should research it because this is an extremely smart bird, and a raven can actually talk. But the raven is about moving forward. It's about moving into opportunities, those kind of things. I keep hearing opportunity, opportunity. Today I've heard that probably about 5 times, and I'm like, okay, I got it. So the thing is that ravens are about opportunity. This card, this creator of this card, says it's magic, coincidence, and synchronistic events. I don't believe in coincidence. I don't believe in magic. I do believe in synchronistic events. That's called your destiny. That's called purpose and calling and putting things together. So, whatever is happening right now in your life, pay attention to what is happening. Really put into the forefront. Try to see if there's dots being connected in your life right now for something or someone. Maybe it's a relationship. Maybe somebody's been trying to reach out to you. Hey, I've been trying to chat with you for a while and you just seem busy. And the reason why I'm saying that is I had that happen. It's like, okay, so yeah, that person has been come to me in the past and then again showing up and then again trying to chat with me. So it's my mindset to hold me back or move me forward because divine is some reason trying to start a conversation with this person. What I found out, I allowed it, and it's actually a business thing and it's great. So I was holding myself back. So these synchronistic events, these things that are happening in your life are for a reason. Don't be fearful of them. Embrace them, even if they are horrible. Embrace them because they're going to teach you something, or they're going to make you stronger. They're going to make you wiser, and they're going to make you understand your path a little bit clearer. Okay. And your future energy for September, and we'll do a little bit more clarification on September, is the number 5, and it's about magic prayer. Magic prayer is also about meditation. Where are you trying to? Somebody has got such a busy life. That's like, I'm so busy. I work 2 jobs or whatever it is, but your life is so busy that you cannot see. Oh, thank you. Okay, they said don't move on. Your life is so busy that you're not taking time for yourself. You're not taking time to meditate or sit in a quiet place. I don't like meditating. Meditate in your car. Just sit there for 5 minutes, learn how to breathe, relax before you go into the house, into whatever you have to do in your house after work. Just breathe for a few minutes. I do this every time I either go into work or I come out of work before I drive my car. I take a deep breath and say, okay, I made it through the day. Things were not bad. Things happened, whatever. Because we tie ourselves up. The divine is saying you hold yourself up. You hold yourself up in fear. Okay. The number 5 is a really unstable number. It means it could mean a lot of things that say you're not familiar with. Maybe you don't know how to do something. Thank you. Maybe you're new at something, a novice at something, but it also can mean things are just really unstable, really shaky. Say you're in a relationship going through a breakup or a divorce, things are sort of shaky, they're not clear, they're not sure where you're going with it, that kind of a thing. Okay. Yeah. So we're going to go through my spread and then I'll get you some clarifications. I would love to know where everybody is from. So if you're watching this recorded or whether you're watching it live, I would love to hear from you and where you're from. I love comments. I would love to hear what kind of tarot you like, and what tarot readers you listen to as well. I just because I love to learn and research other tarot readers as All right. Let's see what Divine has going on here. And if anybody wants to come through at this time and reach out to somebody that you love on this side, please go ahead and do so. Yeah. Boy, somebody's trying to stand up for themselves. Holy Toledo. There is a lot of community. That doesn't surprise me. There's a lot of communication issues right now. There's a lot of instability right now. And that's why Divine is saying take a deep breath because moving forward, this is going to be um, something that you really, really will look back and say, wow, we made it through it. We made it through it. So your first card out is the Seven of Swords. Somebody may have done something that you didn't like. Somebody did something that you moved away from. Somebody may have had an ego issue, like they thought they were better than everybody else, and they came at you hard. They came at you a little too fast. This could be sort of like a relationship too. This could be somebody. Say you meet somebody and they're like an Aries energy where they're very spontaneous and they go. They try to meet you, and then all of a sudden drop off. Well, there's a lot of reasons why they do that, especially for men. There's a lot of reasons why they do that. However, this is that energy. So if somebody's coming at you and wanting to, and then all of a sudden they ghost you or something of that nature, that is something that you can actually predict. It's like I was meeting Aries men all the time, and I'm like, why? It's like, do I have an A on my head? Aries, come on ahead. But it was just because I was in a place where I was more manifesting it. So, and it was manifesting that they'll always leave. So this is a mindset. So you're in a relationship or you're starting a relationship and then they ghost you or they're gone. And you're like, it happens all the time. Well, you're manifesting that, so you can't manifest. Again, this month is really about manifesting, guys. It really is about manifesting. So definitely somebody has been hurt or somebody has um, walked away from something, and maybe they weren't as honest as they should have been and should have. This is a young person, and I want to say it's more of a male because there's an ego, a really strong ego involved here. We have the 7 and 5, okay, of swords, because the swords will do a lot of truth, but there's a lot of instability. And it might have been a relationship that was off and on, off and on, off and on. This could even be a boss that was a male that maybe wasn't telling you to do or telling you to do things that were probably not very honest. This could be a person in your family that's being deceitful and a liar. Um, so you're trying to, stand up for yourself. There's definitely somebody's trying to make a decision. So in my readings, I always look at the first, the center, and the seventh card because my reading is a different spread. So I look at the first card is sort of like what's been going on in your past. Second card, the middle one, is sort of what's happening right now. And then the last card is your challenge card. So what I'm seeing is a lot of junk in the last about communication, ego, the mindset, just being not in the right place. Like, for example, maybe a partner was lying and deceitful and wasn't being honest with you, and they were doing it for their own reasons and their own perspective, even though it was twisted. And I know that mindset because I used to be that way before I got healed from my sexual abuse. So sexual abuse will create a very twisted mindset. Okay. So this is probably somebody in that way. And it might not be intentional. It's just they've not been trained. They haven't done their homework to train their brain to communicate in a different way. So the number 8 of wands is about communications and it's coming in fast. So maybe somebody found out something they shouldn't have known, or a secret, or something of that nature. That it's like, why didn't you trust me to tell me? Why didn't you trust me? But the number 8 is about moving forward and rewards, and when you get through the pain, there is the rewards. And what I love in the middle of your reading, guys, for this full moon is the Ace of Cups. What a beautiful opportunity. And I was talking about that with the planets, let's see, where is the opportunity? When Mercury quincunx with Chiron, that it's going to be really irritating. However, it's opening a door to opportunity. So whatever is really irritating, ask yourself, why is it irritating right now? And what am I supposed to do with this information to move forward in a positive way? Because definitely this is about your calling and your purpose. And the full moon is saying, okay, yeah, I'm really got the full moon today. However, I got these other planets on the other side of me trying to do a bunch of crap. And so you just really have to focus in on what it is you want in September, where it is you want to go, what you want to do with your future. So this is something about your future. This is something about where you want to be in the next year or 5 years. Think about it, okay? So from this center card, there's a lot of opportunity. There's also love and peace and desires in that for you. And you've got to be the one to move forward to it. Okay, the number 6 of swords is about being honest with yourself, being true to yourself, where you want to go, what you want to do, and move towards it. Yeah, and you may have to stand up for yourself in certain things. You may have to have some roadblocks, say, well, they don't want to do this, but I really want to do it. Well, then find a way to do it by yourself, even though that they may want to. It could be a hobby, it could be a travel thing, it could be whatever. You should be able to travel by yourself and do it safely, and enjoy it just as much. Okay, so I don't know, I heard travel. But this is about you moving forward. Okay, and the thing is that your challenge card for this full moon, this is your challenge card, is that the seven, or excuse me, the 6 of Pentacles has to do about money, which is a really hard topic if you're in a relationship, because it's either, I don't know if I can say that on YouTube, but it's either sex or money that really creates problems in a relationship. Either one's not getting enough, or one is getting too much, or whatever. But the money issues is there. It's not a we situation. It's a I me switch. It's an I you situation. What I mean by that is somebody is giving more than what they should, and somebody's taking more than what they should. And when you get into a relationship, it needs to be a we. So I just had a situation with a friend go through this. They didn't have a bank account, and they allowed the partner to take all control of all the money. And now that money is gone because they had poor decisions. They had poor decisions. So that person now is left with no money, no bank account, no nothing. So I set up a bank account with her, who showed her how to do that kind of stuff and be at least somewhat safe and have money in her pocket for emergencies. So these are things that is a give and take. So this is your challenge card for this September. Somebody's going to have to really discuss this really with somebody. I don't know, and maybe you just don't know how to budget. Maybe you don't know how to handle the finances, and maybe nobody showed you. There's a lot of YouTubes. I'm a coach. If you need help with that, let me know. I love spreadsheets. Spreadsheets are my friend. But definitely want to do that. So I'm gonna say I've got two energies coming through here, because remember, in this current energy, we've got the Raven. And Divine is saying, take a deep breath. It's going to get better. But you're going to have to stand up for what you believe and what's going on in this. This is going to be after September 3rd, and there's going to be a relief. So there might be all this commotion going on with you right now. But after September 3rd and 4th, there's going to be a relief, because there's going to be some type of answer for you, because you are making the move to make that happen. Okay? I don't know who that's for. But in order to do that, you're going to have to meditate. You're going to have to sit in your car or do something that is going to allow you to have some quiet for at least 10-15 minutes, maybe even 5 minutes if you are new at doing it. Just taking 5 minutes to do that. Just breathe and just ask the other side, guide me. I'm lost. I am completely lost. I don't know what way to turn, what to do. You actually do. It's just your human side is fighting you on it, and you're allowing your human side to control you rather than your heart and your spiritual side, which is your soul and your spirit. Okay, let your spirit and your soul guide you, and that's where things start. It goes to your head, then your head, because your spirit talks to your mind. Okay, and your mind tells your body what to do, think, and all that kind of stuff. But if you're in reverse, if you're in the world, you start with your head, and then you go to your spirit, and then that's why people don't listen to their intuition. Your intuition is your spirit guide saying, nah, that's not really good for you. And then you go do it and you're like, man, I shouldn't have did this. That's you with your head thinking first. So you did it. Your head spoke, you skipped the spirit and you went straight ahead and did it. And then you were like, ah, crap, I should have never been with him. I should have never been with her. But your spirit was telling you, that's not the person for you. But you went ahead and did it anyway. So you got to listen to this spirit inside you, your intuition. All right. So let's see. I'm going to clarify here and see what's going on. I can't make this stuff up, guys. Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups. Intuition. Intuition. Listen to your intuition. This is what Divine is saying. If you take a deep breath, if you listen, you're going to hear the other side. I cannot make this up. That's where your opportunity is. Thank you. So your opportunity is really paying into that intuition, and that intuition is going to guide you to your purpose and your calling, or that relationship, or whoever it is that you're supposed to be with, because I know everybody wants a love reading. However, this is about somebody who possibly betrayed you. This is about somebody who's not being honest with you. This is a past. Maybe this past person is coming forward and said, well, I've changed. If it's been a month or 2 months, no, they haven't. If it's been a year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, possibility they've changed. However, until you communicate with them, you are not going to know. And the thing is, like I did, I met somebody that I've known in the past, and I'm like, wow, they've changed. But the more I talk to them, they have not changed. They're still into their own thing about themselves, and it's a I you relationship. It's not a we relationship. And no, thank you. Moving on, kind of a thing. You got to love yourself, guys. Love yourself enough. Love yourself enough. All right. So let's get some clarification. I would like to get some clarification on this love relationship, and then I want to get into your career and your job, because there's some things that are happening with somebody, and you're not paying attention to the dots. Okay. Oh, well, that's why I met that person, or oh, that's why that happened. There is connection to everything that we do. Everything. But if you're thinking more worldly, you're gonna miss it. And with the moon and everything happening, the Mercury, um yeah, the quincunx with Mercury and Chiron, it is the communication. It's annoying, it's irritating, and you've got to be careful, because if you do not hold your tongue, you're going to say something you are going to regret. You are going to regret. Don't regret it, okay? But somebody's got issues with too much. Somebody's like I used to be a humanitarian. Okay, if you've got kids, you have to put yourself first. Stop putting other people first. I don't know who this is for. They're wanting me to share it, so I'm going to share it. If you are putting your somebody else before you, it's for even I need a roommate to help with bills. You've got kids, but then you have to give up one of the rooms for the kids to for that roommate. You have just said that stranger or that other person's value is more important than your kids. So you have to be really mindful on the things that you are doing, because again, everything is connected, and it's going to move you in different directions. You want to move to a direction of peace, focus on your purpose and your calling. Okay, because there is a lot of commotion here, a lot of commotion here. But somebody really, with the money situation, somebody is not being honest with their situation. Six of Pentacles, Six of Swords, oh my gosh, and Three of Cups. So something is trying to manifest. There's an opportunity trying to happen, because we have two pentacles here. We've got the pentacles. We got two sets of Six of Pentacles, okay? And then we also have the Six of Swords. And then we also have, we got the Six of Swords twice. So it's moving towards this opportunity in September. Whatever the opportunity is to bring you peace, joy, your purpose, your calling, You're going to have to put the horse blinders on, like the horses in the carriage. They've got their blinders on. Stay focused. Go, go, go to your opportunity of whatever it is. Because the Three of Cups is all about celebrating together. There is something coming up that really is trying to move you to a new direction because the number five being unstable, but it is something new because it's unfamiliar. Okay. I don't know who that's for. Okay. So if you've been going up and down, up and down, and up and down with a person, or on off, on off, really question that because that's probably not the person for you. Divine never puts a person to you to go up and down, up and down. A person that divine sends you is a person that supports you, cares for you, loves you. Yes, you're going to have to tell your perspective. Yes, you're going to have to tell them what you like. Yes, you're going to have to tell them what you don't like. You're going to have to set boundaries. You're going to have to set standards. That's what this card's all about in a relationship. But if you don't do that, they don't know. They're not mind readers. So you have to do that in order to have a healthy, successful relationship and know that there has to be transparency and communication in order for it to be successful and move forward. Okay. All right. Okay. So let's go ahead and I'm going to do a little bit. I got this new Frenchie, and gee, I came out and it was like, oh my gosh, she decided to chew the corner of my card. So we got a little bit of dog energy in these cards now. She's a good girl. She is a good girl. You hear a pig snorting in the background, that's her. Because she's a pig. She's a Buddha. We had to rename her because I just didn't like the name Fancy. And so I lived in Japan for years, so um, I named her Kicho, which means precious in Japanese. All right. I guess you got a couple of cards. So we have the Tower again. Change. Things are changing. Things are happening. Again, we have the 10 of Pentacles. Things are going to change. Things are going to move in the positive. And then we also have the Knight of Pentacles. A lot of things moving towards your finance. Okay, so I don't know if that's in your relationship or your job. You know you better than I do. However, Divine says take a deep breath because things are changing. Things are going to change. And I will tell you, if you've struggled in August, it is going to change. So hold on to your hats for a couple of more days, guys. It is going to move forward and it's going to give you a lot of opportunity, but you've got to really open to it. Now, I keep seeing the Two of Swords in my mind. There's a lot of decision making for some people. I don't know who that's for, but there are Two of Swords is going to it's going to question your decisions. Don't doubt yourself. Listen again to that intuition when it comes to not knowing. You have to go to the other side. You have to go and sit and meditate and ask for guidance in which, and then you're going to hear your intuition and your spirit, and it's going to tell you which direction to go. So I keep seeing the Two of Swords for somebody. It means that you're in a Y in the road. You need to make a decision which you want to go. And I keep hearing divorce for somebody. I don't know if that's right for you. I don't know you. Um, and you're trying to decide stay or go. Okay. And that's where these cards come in again to stay or go. Okay. So there is an opportunity coming in September for you guys. The full moon is super powerful. But the thing is, with this full moon, we've got to be really careful. Number one, until the third, fourth, when this Venus goes direct, that we can mind our words, zip our lip, because that thing is the most, mm, it can be used as a weapon or it can be used as something very beautiful. And trying to figure that out, you've got to zip your lip. And because you don't want to hurt somebody through the process, there is something that is coming up that is going to, if it hasn't happened today or in the last 2 days when the moon's energy was ramping up, it's going to happen. There's going to be a communication where you're just going to have to make a decision. Again, I see that Two of Swords in my head, and you're going to have to talk about it. But be mindful and to be be mindful to be in your own understanding, but understand the other's person's perspective. Doesn't mean you have to agree with them. Doesn't mean you have to agree with them. You just understand it. Say, okay, I see where you're coming from. I think it's a little twisted. It's a little wrong. Again, we're going back to anybody who's abused or sexually abused. I can tell you from experience, and that's why I'm a coach, is that before you go and get yourself help and do your homework, your mind is twisted. And the way it's twisted is you've learned how to protect yourself in ways that you shouldn't have had to. Okay. Lying, cheating, deceitful, manipulative, all those kind of things. And then you're called a narcissist, which you're not a narcissist. You're just broken in your mindset and how to move forward into a healthy mindset. You got to do your homework. If you've been through abuse, you've got to do your homework if you want to heal and have a healthy relationship in the future. But this relationship, whether it's your work, whether somebody might need to leave a job, because this is your challenge card, might need to leave a job for more money because they're not one getting paid. I'm sorry, but if you've got good benefits, that's great, but it doesn't pay your bills. And at the end of the day, if you don't watch finance, which I do, we're headed into a really bad time financially. So you really need to start buying out of needs and not wants, and putting money away, because in the next year it's going to get bad, and you don't want to be caught with your pants down, because you want to be able to have some money in savings. So I don't know who this is for, but the challenge is your financial side. Either somebody's spending too much and spending over their budget, somebody's trying to get their budget in control, somebody is trying to save and it ain't happening. Again, this might have to do with your job and maybe needing to change. Of course, government's going to take 30% of your wages anyway. So can you afford? I work two jobs and I do this just for fun. However, one job takes care of my bills and the other job takes care of my fun. All right. So this is something you're going to have to think about. I don't know who that's for. Okay. Again, you've got a decision to make. The Two of Swords is right there. All right. So the full moon, powerful. However, it is not as powerful as what's happening around it. Okay. So again, big ones are the moon is conjunction with Saturn and the moon's opposing the sun. This is going to keep things sort of this way. Just follow the rules, play the game at your job, just do what you need to do to survive if it's work. If it's a relationship, you're in a situation where you've got to make some changes. This is your opportunity to get it out and get it in the open and make those choices. All right. Take a deep breath. Divine is saying breathe. Okay, breathe, take a deep breath. Know that it's coming to a head towards, this is actually the head. We're over the hump right now. It's just cleaning up the mess. It's like the big broom sweeping up after a parade. This is where we're at, and how you're going to move forward. And the only way is in something new and also in meditation. Because something right now is ending. I don't know if you realize that something is ending and something's beginning. It is always that way. However, right now it's a big one. And with the raven's about moving forward. Okay, the raven is about moving in that way, because the again, things are moving forward. They're moving in a place. We don't go to the past. We're always moving forward, whether you like it or not. So things are moving in a way that you're going to have to make the decision. Thank you. I heard the word flexible. You're going to have to be flexible. So if you are one of those that are rigid and stubborn and going to do it like a Virgo, but the thing is, you've got to be flexible. If you're not flexible, you're going to struggle in September. If you don't get into a mindset where you're a spiritual mindset, well, that doesn't matter. I'm just letting that go. Anything of material in the world does not matter. You're not going to take it with you. But I do know for a fact you take your memory with you. My mom has contacted me, and I know mediums that talk to their past parents and relatives and things of that nature. So you do take your memories with you. But the thing is, they also take love and compassion, and anything on the other side is full of love. Anything of this earth, gosh, we're headed down the toilet, and we're headed down the toilet quick. So once you realize that what really matters and you're flexible, then you will actually have some peace and joy and have a different mindset completely. Been there both times. I used to be so worldly, and now it's just like, but that doesn't even bother me. Yeah, it can bother you, but it doesn't bother me. So really be flexible in September. Really have good, strong communications in setting your boundaries, setting your standards, and sticking to them. Okay, stick to your standards and your boundaries in September. Honor yourself, love yourself. Somebody needs to hear this. I don't know who this is, but I'm sharing it because that's what I'm being told. I always do what I'm told. You need to know that you are more valuable than any other person outside of you, but you are to love that person as though you were to love yourself. Now, if you don't love yourself very much, how can you love another person? So, again, if you want to watch videos on transformation of your mind, my sexual abuse series, divinewarriorintuitive.com. You can watch them there or on my Divine Warrior Intuitive channel. You can go if you're secular, more secular. If you're into tarot, you're not secular, but you can go to my secular channel, Get Balance 2020, and it has I think 72 videos there or something of that nature. If you're into leather, I'm a leather craftsman. That is my day job. And you can watch me on the Leather Lady LLC, learn all about kinds of doing that and DIY kits that we're getting ready to sell. I would love to teach you a new craft and trade. But I hope you enjoyed this. Please share this if you think this is going to help somebody because we're all about helping others. So if this is something that resonated with you, I hope it helped. And if it didn't, I love your comments, guys. Comments are really what YouTube loves us to have. I love them because it helps me understand where my tarot can grow. And I hope you enjoyed this. Have a safe full moon. And in the next 3 days, when this full moon power is still strong, just remember communication is going to be rough and make sure that you mind your words. And also, too, just don't get into something, don't fight about something that doesn't matter. Just let it go. Agree to disagree. All right. Don't forget to walk in absolute truth and love. And we'll see you soon because I'm going to be starting to do these again. I'm changing my life again. My opportunity is changing, and I am so happy about it. Now that my daughter's in college, I am so glad to be back doing readings again. If you want a personal reading, I will do one. I would like to do them with Zoom or Skype so that I can see and get all the energies. But if that's not comfortable for you, that's fine too. Love you guys. Miss you. See you soon. And don't forget to